Oh, drawing again, and you caught me right in the middle of the act. Well, you know, I just can't stop it. I draw all day. Drawing makes me happy. Drawing makes me feel good. Drawing is good for all of us, and I'm glad you're here to join me and do a little bit of drawing for your own health, okay? Yes, it's a healthy thing to do. Hope you're all doing well out there. Hope you had a good week so far. And we have today's show, Wednesday, and again, we're going to do this tomorrow, Thursdays. Hope you'll join me for that as well. Same time, same place. Anywho, important to find some activities to do these days that are safe, right? And a lot of activities you can do are outdoors. You could go and hang out at a park, or maybe go and throw a frisbee with a person who is going to sterilize it every time he touches it and then wipes it down, throws it to you. You sterilize it, throw it back. Maybe that's not such a good idea. It sounds kind of boring. One thing you could do is go to a petting farm, petting zoo. Those are so fun. I went to one when I was a little kid, and there were ponies there and everything. And I talked to the ponies. I kept saying hello. And this one pony, I said, "Hi, pony, how are you?" And the pony never talked back to me. And, I don't know why the pony couldn't talk. But he was a little hoarse. So why don't we do a little drawing together? Here we go. Okay, time to draw. Now, you're going to need to grab yourself a pencil, a pen, a marker, or a crayon, or something like that. And you're going to want to follow along here step by step. You only need to be able to do 3 simple things to do any of these draw-alongs that we've done together. And can you believe it? We're already in our 5th month of shows here. So many shows have been recorded and archived over on YouTube, and they're also at behance.net/students. So check them out there. Anyway, you have to be able to do a straight line, okay? You also have to be able to do a zigzag, all right? And a curvilinear line. Curvilinear, look at that. Could be this, could be that. You get the idea. Now, let's say hello to some friends in the chat before we get going. See what we have here. We have Sam and Ferry. Nice to see you. We have Steve, and we have RB. Hello, Ariana. Mercurial, nice to see you. And Isis, nice to see you. And everybody else, thanks for joining in. And why don't we get cooking? Remember, if you're on YouTube watching this, I can't hear you. I can't hear what you're saying if you're in the chat. So pop on over to behance.net/live, log in, and then you can ask me questions, and I can see them right here in the chat. All right, let's get going. So to start this drawing off today, we're going to do a very simple zigzag, and it's going to go like this. Zig, zag, okay? See how there's a little bit of symmetry there? Same angle. And look at this, I'm going to do it again. Zig, zag. And so what have we done there? We created kind of a W shape, all right? And that is the beginning of this drawing today. Now, I'm going to draw a line straight across, all right? But I'm going to start it just a little bit farther out over here. Watch this. Come over this way and end it right about there, okay? See that? Nice. You want to push it out a little bit farther? Go for it, right? I think I'll do that. I think it could use a bit more space there. Now look, these 2 triangles that I'm left with are not totally the same size. Is that a big deal? No. As I have always said, these drawings can be done by anybody, and there are going to be little differences here and there with everyone's drawings, and that is fine. Okay, next step is we're going to come straight up this way, whoop, like that, and then do the same thing on the other side. If anybody has any guesses as to what we've already got here and what the subject will be for today's drawing, go ahead and let me know. Now I'm going to draw a line connecting these 2, all right? We're going to come straight over this way and connect. Alrighty. And now I'm going to draw a line down. I'm not going to come straight from the middle here. Look at this. I'm going to come over from the side, down to about there. Do the same over here, down like that, and then just connect those. So it's part of a rectangle there. That's what you got there. Interesting. Well, we just have some very simple geometric shapes so far for this drawing, don't we? And we're going to continue that trend by drawing a triangle up here. And the way I'm going to make sure that I hit that middle is I'm going to look at this line here, mark the middle, travel upwards, all right, like this, and make myself a little dot. That way I can just do this. I can connect from the center on out to the edge. And that way I know I hit that middle spot pretty nicely. Okay? Alrighty. Remy says it's a man wearing a shirt. Steve says it's a vampire. Mercurial says it's an alligator walking on the ceiling. Boy, these are some pretty creative ideas here. I like it. Zig is your first name, says Remy. Well, that's convenient. Colonel Sanders, says Steve. No, but I would like to eat some chicken. Alrighty, moving along. Here we go. Another diagonal line. It's going to come out this way. Zip. And zoop. Like that. Remember, if you don't make the sound effects, usually the drawing doesn't work out as well. I found that to be the case for me anyway. Now look, see how this line here is farther in, all right, inside the drawing than this corner? Well, I'm going to connect these two right now. I'm going to come down here like this. Down and connect. And do the same over here. Down and connect. Alrighty. Very nice, very nice. And now I'm going to draw this down. And down again. Okay. And here comes a nice curvilinear passage with a fluffy 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Just a loop, 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 and another loop. Like that. Look at that. Wonder what it is. All right, now I'm going to come straight down from here. Watch this. Straight down. And then a little curve out that way. And let's do some symmetry over here, gang. See that? And then 1 and a 2 and a 3. 1 and a 2 and a 3. Ah. It's starting to shape up, isn't it? Okay. Look over here, this line we drew, remember that? That was the third line we drew. Just come straight out from there and do that. And then over here, same. Okay. I think we've all figured this out now. Look at this. I just color that in there. Color that in there. And here comes a nice wavy line. Watch this. 1, 2, and a 3. See that? Aha. Now, I made a little mention. Look at these circles here right across. 1, 2, 3. In Twitter, or on Twitter, I should say, about what we were drawing today. And I said we're going to draw a historically inaccurate figure. And that's because I'm about to add something right here. See this? 1, 2. Okay, make that a little longer there. And then I'm going to come out and down like this, out and down like that. Aha! Now this is what most people think a Viking looked like. But as my son told me, and by the way, it was his idea for me to draw a Viking today, and I have to say it was a good one. He told me, you know, Daddy, Vikings did not have horns on their helmets. That is a popular myth about Vikings, that they had these helmets with horns, or at least that's how a lot of people draw them. And I got to tell you, without the horns, I don't think they're as fun to draw, right? So that's why we drew the horns, and that's why it's not quite historically accurate, but it is more fun, so that's okay. It's a drawing show, right? We're not doing the History Channel here. All right, now, little diagonal line like this, and on the other side, down we go like so. How's that looking for you guys? I hope your historically inaccurate Vikings are shaping up nicely. And last little step here, I'm just going to draw a line across from here to here. Okay, but I'm going to make it kind of wobbly like that. See that? And then just a couple of little details here like that, just little lines and dots and things to add some texture to our friend. Now, as always, you have the opportunity now to customize this Viking character. You can draw the whole rest of the body. You can give them a sword or something, or maybe just have them eating a little Kentucky Fried Chicken. I mean, that's what Someone said Colonel Sanders a moment ago, so maybe they're just having a little meal. Maybe they're making a PB&J. I don't know what Vikings like to eat. Probably a lot of fish. But that is our You Draw It for today. I'll just slide this fellow over this way. Very nice. And it's time for us to do the Doodle Game. Now, if you haven't done the Doodle Game before, the way this works is I will show you some doodles. I'll hide my Viking for a moment. We have one doodle on the left and one on the right. Here they are. Take a close look. And in the chat, okay, you just suggest to me what you think these might look like. What idea do you get by looking at these shapes? Do you see something right away, right? An animal, an object of some kind, a person doing something. What do you see when you look at these doodles? So we'll start with number 1, and in the chat you can just put a 1 and then a space and then what you think you see. If you see something for number 2, you can also put a 2 and then a space and then tell me what you see for number 2, okay? And start with number 1, number 2, but if you have ideas for both or just for one, go ahead and throw that in there. And I will read through the ideas and try and draw one of them as quickly as I possibly can. And then we're going to follow it up with the animal and activity game, which is really fun. That is where you will suggest to me an animal doing something strange, funny, bizarre, unexpected, and we'll go ahead and draw that for the end of the show, and that'll be it. Right? These are short shows. They're about 25 minutes long. A little bit of drawing for your day. Easy to digest, right? That's what we like. We like easy to digest drawing shows. All right, so let's see what we got here. Number 1, Steve says he sees a string. Well, you know, let's push a little further in that. I think I see a string and a music note too, but let's try and expand from there. Okay, let's move into something bigger, like it's part of an object. Okay, think about what it could be part of, like this part of the shape of an overall silhouette or an overall object or a person or an animal or something like that. Think in terms of how much broader it could become. What could I draw to add to this and then make it into something a little bit more complex? Let me put it that way. So for example, yeah, here we go. Saya is saying a big nose shout for number 1. Yes, I love that. So check it out. Here's what we do. We come over here to our doodle, grab that green color, right? And we just finish out that drawing. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Yata, pop, 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 pop. And he's yelling. Ah, there he is. Big nose. And shouting something. Right? And there you have it. All right, get the idea, friends? That's number 1. Yoink. Boy, he looks mad about something. Let's put his tongue there. It's kind of funnier. I hope he's not near anybody and doing this. It's not the time to be unmasked and yelling unless you are far, far away from somebody, right? Let's remember that. Okay, that's number 1. Now, what do we see for number 2? A microphone on a stand, but tilted. Microphone on a stand. A plane? A woodworking tool, plane. Oh, I think I know what you mean by that one, but you know what? I don't think I know how to draw it. And then Fairy put for number 2 a hook. Yes, I see a hook. We need to put something on that hook, do we not? Maybe we're gonna do this. We're gonna take it and we're gonna rotate it like that. And then we're going to tie a little knot on it like so. Put some water there and add a little barb. And then this fish is coming along and he's saying, "You gotta be kidding me, Jack. I am not that foolish." Right? Nice try, he says, right? And we'll put a little lure on there. Okay. There you go. And that is the Doodle Game, folks. That is how it works. Everybody understand that for next time. Excelente. Okay. So we'll hide that for a moment. And now bring back our little Viking. We are going to move along to the animal and activity game. So you got to think of an animal doing something funny, something strange, something weird, something unexpected. Okay. What do animals usually not do? And I will then use the time that we have left to draw that for you right here in this space. Now I've got my nice light blue color, which I like to sketch with. I like this light blue color to sketch with. Yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the cold erase pencils. The blue, non-photo blue pencils, right? They're just the right color for sketching, make me happy. All right, let's see. A fish reeling in a fisherman. Gosh, that's fun, but I kind of think we did that. We did do that. We did a fish fishing for a person a few months ago. A raccoon bricklayer. That's funny, I like that. A squid playing a banjo. We did an octopus playing guitar not too long ago. So, obviously a good idea. We did draw that one. I like it. The raccoon bricklayer is catching my attention. I like that. That's funny. Let's see. A dragon drinking water with ice. Ah, a dragon just cooling off, huh? I like that too. Maybe it's still summertime wherever that dragon is. Or maybe that dragon just lives on the equator. I don't know. Maybe it's a Singaporean dragon. Or it's a merlion. Anybody know what I'm talking about? If you've been to Singapore or anything about Singapore, you know what a merlion is. He's going to be having to wear overalls and look like he's busy. So we'll put the wall at an angle like this. Okay, we're going to have part of the wall there. Knock that back. Okay, so, and he's going to be slathering this bit here with the, what's that thing called? A trowel? No, I think that's the wrong word. Is it a trowel? Is that what we call the thing that slathers on the sticky stuff for the brick? Somebody help me out. All right, so there's a little raccoon hand. Alrighty, and he's gonna have his little overalls on there. Kind of a triangular shaped head, right? Raccoons, they sort of have triangle sort of shaped heads. Bigger ears too, I guess, like that. A little skinnier, longer noses too. They got longer snouts than that. There we go. Not quite as wide as a fox, that head for the raccoon. I know that's more accurate like that. There we go. I'm gonna give him those little workman's overalls, kind of. Whoop. And he's gonna be holding a little brick. Make his little fingers a little skinnier over here when I do the actual drawing. And here's that brick he's holding. Actually feel like maybe this should be a little farther out this way. Get a little space so that we can, there we go. I like that better. And maybe he's kind of leaning forward like that. That's a better action, I think. All right, putting that on there. Don't need all this other extra wall here. Like that composition to be more like that. And we can take this up a notch here and then interrupt that shape. Watch out for tangents. There we go. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And now I gotta work out the dark shapes. So we got that little thing there. And his little eyes will be right there. Bit more space right there. And I think that feels pretty good. What do you think, gang? That look pretty raccoony? That look like a raccoon to you? Put some little whiskers up there. Yeah, I think that's pretty raccoony looking. Make this slightly thinner since that brick he's holding is not as... Or maybe make the brick a little bigger. There we go. I think that's a better idea. That looks better. Okay. So we knock that back a little bit. And we come right over here with our darker color. And it is time to make it work. Up we go and around. And then down. And knock all this in right here. There we go. And then we're going to come under here with that overall strap. And now his little raccoon hand. I forgot to look and see if anybody told me the name of that tool. I keep wanting to call it a trowel, but I think that's more like a garden tool, but maybe they're the same. They're one and the same, I don't know. I am not a big tools guy, you know? I honestly don't have any idea. And there we go with that. Very nice, very nice. Interrupt there. Come across and across. And down. And then over this way. Make that brick a little bigger so it's kind of the right size for what we're looking at here. Okay, how's that? Let's see. That looks okay to me. And then we'll just carry on with the bricks as we go back. Knock in a couple more like that. And maybe he is whistling while he works because he just loves to put these bricks down. It's just so much fun for him. He just loves it. Good times. Whisker, 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 whisker. Let's hide that sketch. And there is our bricklaying raccoon. Final touch. Why not put that little tail back there? Don't they have little stripy stripes on their tail, raccoons? Can't remember. I think so. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks kind of fun. Well, hey, there you go, gang. Ta-da! Okay, there's our finished drawing for the day. We had a lot of fun, at least I did. And I hope that you all enjoyed that. Tomorrow, same time, we'll have another show. And between now and then, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And please remember to be kind. That's what I always say. This is the time for it. We all need it. Everybody's got to be good to each other. Okay? So, take care. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.